Hello fellow CNCnutz and welcome. Today we're playing with dominoes. I've been asked to help make a couple of little projects to help young children set up dominoes so that they can then knock them down and start all over again. So here's the first project. So I'm cutting this from a material called form ply. It's usually used for making concrete shutters or forms because the black coating that's on it, and it's just ordinary plywood with this black melamine type coating on it, the concrete doesn't stick to it and it can be reused. Using the centre as my origin and a 3mm down cutting spiral bits. So as with any prototype, you usually find problems once you've got it made. And the first thing I've found is that my puzzle pieces here to lock these together aren't quite as tight as I'd hoped they'd be. Problem was, when I drew these here, I made this bit here slightly smaller than the hole it fits into. In hindsight, what I should have done is just made them exactly the same size, and if they were a little bit tight, then I could have sanded either this or that end, whichever was easier, to make them fit properly. Now the other thing I've found is you really need some handles on these here. I didn't really think about that when I drew it, and if I had thought, I would have cut a pocket into here. I didn't, so now I have to do it now that it's cut. So what I've done is I've come up with a way of positioning these on the table so that I can do all three of them one after the other, and they'll all end up identical. So here's what I've come up with. I've put a straight edge down here, clamped it to my table. I can now slide my piece in until it comes to this stop here, and then I can apply side pressure using my cam clamp. That will hold it in place, it won't move while it's cutting. I've zeroed my cutter to the center point of this piece, so now it's just a matter of running the file. Once I'm finished this piece, I'll change to the next, and then the next. With the first one cut, I can now release it, slide it out. I do need to clear out any wood chips in there. I can now slide the next one in, lined up against the stops, lock it in place, rewind the file and restart. So here's how it works. We've got our two pieces here, and I'm simply going to lock them together. I can now take the dominoes and I can load up this here, and while I'm doing it, they can't fall over. Very therapeutic. So now with them in place, you can actually move them a little bit, and all we have to do is gently pull the little comb plate out. Now all the dominoes are set up, ready to be knocked down. There's something very satisfying about that. So there we have it, the first of the domino projects. Next episode, I'll have another one. Now you might ask, why didn't I make these dominoes? Why did I go and buy them? Well, when I can buy 200 of these for $10 plus another $5 postage, the question I'd ask is, why would I even bother? Even if I made them, they wouldn't be painted like that, so there's just no way I can compete with somebody who actually makes dominoes for a living. So as I said, this is the first of my domino projects. The next one will be a bit more complex and I think a bit more fun. Well, that rounds it up for this week. Don't forget to check out my website, www.CNCnutz.com. In the meantime, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Cheers!